welcome to another Dave Does. Today we are doing another Patreon request. Yes, we're back. We're doing Tranquility, or Dark Tranquility even. Not Light Tranquility, not Medium or Ambient Temperature Tranquility. We're doing Dark Tranquility and Of Chaos and Eternal Night. This is the third of the Patreon requests for the month of January 2021. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's where one of our lovely patrons who sponsors the channel gets to pick 3 songs, and every single patron in that tier package gets to pick 3 songs every month. So kind of fills out a load of the content on the channel every month through just Patreons. But it's a good way of getting your 3 songs picked, and it gives you a good chance to showcase bands that you think deserve to be showcased on the channel. We're going to check this one out. I've just done 2 already. I've done Away Delight Away and Alone. Both were really interesting tracks, so looking forward to checking this one out. Usual blurb across the bottom of the screen, including all the details in the description below about the Patreon, the brand new PO box if you want to send anything to be added into the room to join Eric, Fred and Anne behind me, the 3 little creeps with your weird geek at the front here today, me. Let's do it. Dark Tranquility, Of Chaos and Eternal Night. Count it in. 3, 2, 1, go! Dark Tranquility of Chaos and Eternal Night. So, I just done before this one Away Delight, Away and Alone, and I actually really liked those two songs. This one, it's what I call a switch-off song. For me, it's because of the intensity it came in, and I've never liked that intensity in any band. Even bands I've really liked when they've done this sort of style, it's a put-off for me. I like a groove. I'm not into blast beats and stuff like that. So when that kicks in, it's a sort of thing that makes me automatically skip to the next song on an album. There are some nice parts to the song where it kind of has some breakdowns. It's got a lot of time signature changes going on in there. It's got a lot of interesting kind of twists in there. You could hear some of the classical influences coming in there. There's some interesting kind of almost prog metal stuff coming in as well. So there was some interesting elements to the track, but as a track as a whole, I find it difficult to kind of listen to myself. I was actually interestingly going through their Wikipedia. I was having a look at their Wikipedia page. So what was it I found quite interesting was that they had this habit in the early 90s. So they did where we got Chaos and the Eternal Mind was their EP, which they then followed up straight with a second studio album, The Gallery, which they then followed up with another EP, and then 6 months later they followed up with a third album, The Mind's Eye. So because an EP tends to be usually 4 to 5 songs, with the album being around about 8 songs or more generally. There's certain criteria for it being a short play or an EP versus a long playing record. My question for that is, was that a case that these were songs that were being written at the time and they had too many and they went, we've got more songs than we need for an album, let's get enough together so we can do an EP and get that out so we've got something going, and then we'll finish the rest of the songs off to be on the album and split them? Or was it a case of they wrote the EP, did that, and then went back in the studio and started working on new material afterwards? Because that's, for them to be that close together, to have an EP come out and then an album come out 6 months later, would make me think that these were the songs that were being written and they had 15 songs or something like that, and they went, we've got enough really, or we've got like 14 songs, we've got enough but not enough for doing 2 albums, and actually we like all the songs. Normally you would just chop some of those songs away and they might turn up on a later album, but I guess in this case they split it. But if anyone knows the reasoning behind going from the EP to the LP so close, because it is a short period of time. Each time they've done it, it's a very short period of time between the EP coming out and the album coming out. It's like 6 months between each one, which seems really close for an EP to an LP. So I'm just curious on that one. Interesting track, as I said. It's the one I'd need to break down. It's actually given me a headache. Just those blast beats, they always do. But interesting anyway. But let me know what your thoughts are on the song below, because I really liked Alone and I liked Away Delight Away, and there are some other ones I've done, some other Dark Tranquility stuff from later albums. Generally, from recollection, without going back, I've done too many reactions to remember all of them, but I remember liking the songs. But I think vocally was always the bit that always kind of threw me off a little bit. But I liked the technical ability of the songs and the melodic elements. And I just felt of Chaos and Eternal Night, the melodic elements weren't there as much. It felt more in your face as a song went, compared to the previous 2 that I just mentioned. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you like the video, please do subscribe, click the bell icon, like and share. If you want to send anything in to be unboxed, etc. If you want to support or send t-shirts in for me to wear on the channel, like I am for Mearfest, great UK festival, please do. The PO box is in the details in the description down below. Thank you very much for watching, and that of course is how Dave does it.